What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of the game between Manchester City and Manchester United. That's right, it's the biggie, everyone. It's the Manchester derby, the first of the season. The Rags coming to visit the Etihad Stadium on Sunday, October 2nd, 2022, with a 2 PM BST kickoff time. It's Pep Ball taking on Ten Hag Ball, an interesting clash to say the least. And so it just so happens to be Derby Day where we get to see this happen, and I cannot wait. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then please do subscribe. Plenty more Manchester City regular content to come throughout the season, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 200 likes is the aim. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. And lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by my preview provider for the season, BetMate, offering a £750 pot for this game. It's a £5 entry fee. Fourth place wins £60. Third place wins £82.50. Second place gets £150, and first place gets a massive £300. So if you want to go and join this week's pot, then do go and download the BetMate app using my link in the description below. Also, don't forget as well to use code JSGC5 on sign up to get yourself a £5 free bet. It means you can enter this pot for free and come and challenge me for this week's pot for the Manchester derby. We'll speak more about that as we crack on with the video, but we're going to start off by speaking about our opponents first, Manchester United. Now, they currently sit in 5th place at the time of me recording this video, 12 points from 6 games. They've not played in the Premier League now for nearly a month. Their last game was on September 4th in a 3-1 victory, a decent win at home against Arsenal. They have played 2 Europa League games since then. Have a laugh, Europa League games. Things you love to see. Anyway, they played 2 Europa League games as David Silva, former Manchester City man, of course, helping Real Sociedad to beat the Rags at Old Trafford by 1-0. Then Manchester United in their last game beat Sheriff away from home 2-0. Manchester United, in terms of their Premier League form, have won their last 4 Premier League games since an embarrassing 4-0 defeat away at Brentford. So Manchester United starting to adapt now, finally, under Erik ten Hag. For Manchester City, sitting in 2nd place, 1 point behind Arsenal in 1st. Arsenal played Tottenham Hotspur at home. Spurs currently sitting in 3rd place, level on points with Manchester City, so a draw would be nice in the North London derby, if I'm completely honest. Manchester City, they have won their last 3 games in all competitions. They first followed that with a Champions League away victory away against Sevilla by 4-0. We followed that with a victory at home in the Champions League by 2-1 against Borussia Dortmund before beating Wolves just before the international break away from home at Molineux in the Premier League by 3-0. Manchester City are unbeaten this season in the Premier League. They're unbeaten in all competitions as well. We have dropped 4 points. Then 2 draws have come away at Newcastle. We're drawing 3-3, and then drew away at Aston Villa 1-1 as well. However, the international break, it will have disrupted some of our momentum. It may take us a little longer to get into gear and get going. So if Erik ten Hag can get Manchester United off to a quick start here, then Manchester City could be up against it. We speak about this after every international break. We know what to expect. So Manchester City just need to make sure that they are on it. And if there's any day that they've got to be on it, Derby Day has to be that. And that's the motivation there for Manchester City. So hopefully we can apply ourselves. Now, to me, this game is going to be decided by that team that adapts quickest in this game from the international break, and I think the team that scores first in this game goes on to win this game as well. I do think this is going to be a close game. I don't think there's probably going to be more than 3 goals in this game, so a 1-0 or a 2-1 is probably what I'm thinking in terms of a score prediction. Now, where are the dangers for Manchester United as we head into this game? Well, normally this is where I'd sit here and speak for a few minutes about Cristiano Ronaldo and his impressive record throughout his career and how he's one of the the greatest players to have ever graced the game. That hurts me to say as well, but he is a phenomenal football player. However, I'm not even sure he starts in this game, if I'm completely honest. I suspect that Erik Ten Hag may be worried about the midfield, and he may go with either a quicker player to expose City's high line or go with an extra midfielder to try and win that midfield battle, and a player has to miss out. And normally, when that is the case, it is normally the attacker, the striker, that would miss out. But can Manchester United afford to drop Cristiano Ronaldo for a Manchester derby going up against Pep Guardiola? We'll have to wait and see. It's a big call, but gets paid the big money to make them big decisions. Hopefully, won't go well, and Pep will be able to outsmart him. Pep, one of the smartest, if not the smartest manager out there, so a good test here for both teams. So for Manchester United, I'm expected to see David De Gea starting goal. I'm expecting to see Rafael Varane and Martinez starting at centre-back. Martinez marking Erling Haaland is a very funny thought. Martinez 5'8", Erling Haaland 6'4". Good luck with that one. We'll speak more about Erling Haaland in just a moment. I'm expected to see Dalot starting at right back. Could well see Luke Shaw starting at left back. Casemiro starting potentially in defensive midfield. In midfield, sit alongside him. I'm expecting to see Bruno Fernandes and Christian Eriksen. Casemiro, Eriksen, Fernandes. That is a very, very good midfield in my opinion. But will they be able to play alongside each other? They've got to adapt, and they're going up against one of, if not the best midfield out there, certainly in the Premier League, maybe even in the world. I'm expecting to see Anthony starting on the right-hand side, Jadon Sancho on the left-hand side, and probably expecting to see Ronnie starting up top. But, like I said, they could change it. We'll have to wait and see. So, Manchester United's biggest question they've got to be asking themselves is, how do they stop the supply to Erling Haaland? How do they stop Erling Haaland? Well, through doing that, you've got to stop other amazing football players along the way. Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Joao, Cancelo. Manchester United, they're going to be up against it because City got every single base covered. We're a brilliant football team. We know what to do. We know how to win football matches. We know how to win the Premier League. We know how to go into this game. So it's all about what can Manchester United do that's different to hurt Manchester City. Now, team needs for Manchester City for this game. Aymeric Laporte he's training, so he should be back for this game. I'm expecting to see him potentially on the bench. I don't think he's going to start in this game. Kyle Walker is back. He played for England during the international break, so I'm expecting to see Kyle Walker starting in this game. Jack Grealish is good to go. However, Kalvin Phillips, he is going to be out of this game, but I'm pleased to confirm that he has had surgery that has been a success on his shoulder, so he's on the road to recovery. He's now in a race to be fit for the World Cup coming up in November for England. So the sooner he's back, the more in contention he would be to obviously be on the plane to Qatar. John Stones probably going to be out of this game. He's got a hamstring injury. We don't know the full extent of that until Pep Guardiola does his press conference, which I'm expecting to probably happen later on today. So we'll get more clarification on how serious that injury is. Nathan Ake went off at half-time for Holland during the international break as well. I've not heard anything since about whether he's injured or not, so we'll have to wait and see. So because of that, I am expected to see Ruben Diaz and Akanji, who's had a brilliant spell out on international duty, carrying on his good form with Manchester City to obviously to Switzerland as well, which was good to see, and I'm expecting to see Akanji starting alongside Ruben Diaz. So I am going to pop up my team prediction now for you guys. I'm going for Ederson in goal, Walker right back, Joao Cancelo at left back, and Ruben Diaz and Akanji starting as our two centre backs. I'm going for Rodri, De Bruyne and Bernardo as our midfield three. I think Manchester City are going to start Jack Grealish in this game. I think Pep's shown tremendous confidence in Jack Grealish, and because of that, I think he starts in this game. It's either going to be him or Riyad Mahrez, because I think Man City are going to be looking for that technical ability. So I think we're going to see Foden on the right-hand side and Grealish on the left-hand side, and of course Erling Haaland up top. In terms of other players that potentially could come off the bench to influence this game, Ilkay Gundogan did well for Germany during international duty. Julian Alvarez, he's another option, of course, for Manchester City as well from the bench. We've already spoken about Riyad Mahrez, could be another option for Manchester City if he doesn't start in this game. Nathan Ake, if he is fit, could be on the bench. bench. Aymeric, Laporte, another player that could have an influence on this game, of course. We've also got Gomez as well, who could potentially feature in this game. So there are lots of options there, as well as maybe seeing one or two of the young players going onto the bench. Wouldn't it be nice to see one of the local academy lads get a few minutes in this game if the game is going well? That'd be a tremendous experience. Just imagine being a young football player supporting Manchester City, coming up through the academy, and then getting to feature in your first ever Manchester derby in the Etihad, and you win that game as well. What a feeling, what a dream come true that would be. It's heartwarming, ladies and gentlemen. So Manchester United, how do they stop Erling Haaland? 6'4", in great form, knows where the back of the net is, good with his left foot, he's shown he's good with his right foot as well, he's good with his head, he's great with his movement, doesn't have many touches, but when he does touch the ball, it goes into the back of the net. Just how do you stop that? And no team has the answer, and Manchester United, they're going to go up against it. Varane's a decent defender. I'm speaking about from when he was at Real Madrid. I'm not entirely convinced that he's the right fit at Manchester United. I think he needs quality defenders all around him. Do they have that quality? That's the big question. Wan-Bissaka always seems to have a good game when playing against Manchester City. But is this the quality of what's going to get the best out of Manchester United's defence? And I'm not entirely convinced that the answer is yes to that question. And because of that, I think City's attack is too strong. And in my opinion, I think Manchester City go on to win this game. My score prediction, 2-1. I'm going for Haaland to get a goal. Bernardo loves a goal against Manchester United. He loves it. So I'm going for Haaland and Bernardo to score. And if Manchester United are to grab a goal, I was impressed on his debut, Anthony, so I think he might grab a goal. But we'll have to see what the starting 11 is. Manchester City, in terms of games coming up, play on Wednesday. We've got a home match against FC Copenhagen. Manchester United, they've got a game coming up against Ammonia Nicosia on Thursday night away from home. I suspect Manchester United are going to rotate for that game. I suspect City are going to rotate for their Copenhagen game. It does mean we're going to see two full-strength teams going toe-for-toe. So this could be potentially an absolute Premier League classic. And normally when I say that, it means it's going to be anticlimactic and there isn't going to be that many goals. But this game does start a very busy 6-week period. 12 games, 8 of them at home for Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. We've got crucial Premier League and Champions League games coming up. We've got a Carabao Cup home game coming up against Chelsea as well. They're not easy games in the build-up to the World Cup, so home form could be crucial. Home form's been quality. City have won every single game at home so far this season, and hopefully we can continue that one. Now, in terms of my betting tips for this game, like I said, Bernardo Silva loves a goal against Manchester United, so I'm backing Bernardo if he does start to score any time. Do remember, wait until teams have been announced before placing any individual bets on players, because the last thing you want is to place a bet on a player to score or get carded or do this or do that, and then they're not actually starting in the game. It's wasting money. Wait until teams have been announced so you're not doing that. If you are going to gamble, do remember to gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So, betmate for today, I've gone for De Gea in goal, because I think he's going to be the busier of the two goalkeepers. I think both keepers are going to concede, so I'm not thinking about clean sheets. I'm thinking about which keeper's going to make the most saves. I think that's going to be David De Gea, so I'm going for him in goal. At the back, I've got Cancelo. I think if there's any City defender out there that's going to get an assist or a goal, it is going to be Cancelo. I've gone for Akanji because he looks solid. He looks brilliant, so he's in my team along with Cancelo. In the middle, I'm going for Kevin De Bruyne, and I'm going for Bernardo Silva. I've got him as my vice-captain because, like I said, he loves a goal against Manchester United. And my captain for today is, of course, the goal machine. 14 goals in 9 games in all competitions, Erling Haaland. Just how do Manchester United stop him? Hopefully that will not happen. With a 5'8" defender, that sure isn't going to happen, in my complete honest opinion. And I've also gone with Anthony because I think he's going to score in this game, so I've put him in my betmate. On the bench, I've got Ederson, Varane, Fernandes, and Sancho. I'm not sure if Ronaldo's going to start in this game. He might be a player that I'd tinker with maybe. Once teams have been announced, you can edit your betmate team up to 5 minutes before kickoff, so utilise that and don't let any rotation or players being dropped or called up catch you out. Always my top tip when it comes to betmate. Today's pot, or should I say the game for Manchester United, but today's video, the pot is worth £750, £5 entry fee, so go and use code JSGC5 on sign up, get yourself a £5 free bet, and you can come and join this pot for free. Come and join me and everyone else and challenge us, and let's see who wins that top prize, £300 and a whole pot that's worth £750. All linked details there in the description below, QR code as well on the screen if you want to go and download the BetMate app. It's available to anybody in the United Kingdom who is 18 years old or over, and as I mentioned already, if you do gamble, remember to gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. Let's go. You cannot beat Manchester Derby. The Derby day, you cannot beat it. I'm happy that the international break is over, and what a game to start off a very busy 6-week Premier League schedule. I cannot wait. Come on, City, let's go and do the rags. So there we go, that has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. 200 likes is the aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Plenty more Manchester City content to come for you guys, including a live watch along of the Manchester Derby for you guys, so come and join me for that. I'll have the link out within the next 24 hours or so for you guys to look forward to, so stay tuned and have a look out for that, and I will see you guys for the live watch along. Also, don't forget social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, and I'll see you all again for the live watch along of the Manchester Derby. Derby day, cannot beat it. Come on, City, bring it on. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.